This is for people who took their art seriously, like seriously, and it just never really turned into something that could reliably support their life. And it's not because you didn't care, and it's not because you didn't work hard, but maybe it wasn't your time. Maybe the stars didn't align, whatever, you know your story. The reasons out there why people don't end up developing big, successful careers with their art are just endless. Honestly, just life is complicated. But eventually we reach a point where you feel like you kind of have to make a choice between the continuation of this pursuit or developing a life that's a little bit more stable. Because honestly, art isn't the only thing that's valuable in the world. What took me a long time to notice is that this post-dream pursuit life isn't empty. And it can feel that way. When you've dedicated your entire life to one thing, it's really hard to then suddenly not be doing that and to not identify with that anymore. This post-transition life isn't empty, it's just developed. But that development doesn't translate cleanly into modern life. One of the skills that artists develop really well is this ability to think in concepts. Your mind moves through layers of subtext and context, and you find the thing, beneath that thing, and with that you can kind of craft internally before you even touch a tool, which is awesome. And it's what makes you good at art. And it might be what makes you bad at momentum. Because when you can look at one situation and see 10 possible paths, then certainty becomes kind of elusive. So instead of choosing, you might want to explore. Instead of committing to something, you might want to just test. And from the outside, people seem to look at that as like a lack of commitment. But it doesn't feel like that inside. It doesn't feel like flakiness. It feels like, it just feels like caution. It just feels like, I'm not convinced that this is the best way to do this. Or I'm not sure I clearly understand what the cost of this is going to be. So you might start avoiding the wrong choice in the same way that you would avoid the wrong lyric or the wrong color of paint or what have you. And you keep adjusting and you keep refining, except life doesn't wait around in the same way that ideas do. And unfortunately, modern systems don't reward depth. They reward decisiveness. It's just pick a lane, do a thing, repeat it, and don't think too hard about it. But if your brain is built to see multiple solutions to one problem, then that environment feels kind of insane.